everyone! Before we jump into today's episode, I have a very exciting announcement for you. Ship of Fools is launching our Patreon. So, if you like our content and or want to support us, you can hop on over to patreon.com/shipoffools. We have a lot of exciting bonus content coming up, but there's a couple things already up on the website right now. The first is our Mud Bath, which is a new show that we typically record about 5 minutes after we finish recording each episode, where the four of us just kind of sink into the metaphorical mud bath, or the literal mud bath, up to you, and talk through our thoughts, feelings, theories, hopes, secrets, whatever people talk about in mud baths. So, if you're interested in a little kind of behind-the-scenes stuff there, episode 15, so last episode's mud bath, is already up, and then the one for this episode that you're listening to right now will be up on Patreon next Tuesday. They'll generally come out exactly 1 week after each episode. And then the other thing that you can find on our Patreon right now is the first episode of our side campaign, which is called Folio. It's DM'd by our very own Andy Latai and features Taylor, Nolani, and myself as players, along with our very talented and funny friend Jojo Jones, navigating a different Shakespeare play in each episode. So Folio 1 is up on the Patreon today, and then that is also going to be releasing on our main feed for everyone next Tuesday, February 23rd, so you can just get a little bit of a taste of that campaign and the sort of content you can expect on our Patreon. But we're only releasing episode 1 of Folio to the main feed, and then all other future episodes of the show are going to be Patreon exclusive. So if you want to check out the Mud Bath, Folio, and more cool stuff that we've got coming up, you can head on over to patreon.com/shipoffools. And hey, thanks for supporting our show and making this all possible. It's really wonderful. So, without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump into episode 16 of Ship of Fools. Avast, and welcome back to Ship of Fools. My name's Hannah McLean, and I am your dungeon master for this nautical adventure, which is a D&D podcast. I don't know why I can't get our intro. I
was just thinking, she's got it this time, and then
a slight variation on what it's supposed to be.
At this point, the fans are going to be disappointed if you do get a steady intro.
I know. I should. Yeah, I need to. Oh well. My name's Hannah McLean, and I'm your dungeon master on this nautical adventure. I'm joined today by Andy Latai.
Finn Fisher.
Nolani Stevenson.
Regin Stockweather.
And Taylor Wallace.
Malachi Kassir.
And we are back for episode 16 of this adventure. Some pretty wild stuff went down last session, and we're going to deal with the fallout of that now. But first, a brief recap. So, the three of you arrived on the island of Still Sky. Bunch of stuff happened, including baking competitions and a general sense of growing unease. Last session, you made your way to the creepy well behind the windmill, detected a very evil and surprisingly fey presence coming from the bottom of it that called to you all, or called to most of you except for Malachi, who passed his save, and made you feel compelled to jump down the well. But you managed to resist this and moved on with your friend Sayre deeper into the forest to find Lizzie's treehouse. On the way, you saw a lot of weird mists. At one point, you got split up and found yourselves alone, where each of you saw a figure from your past who would have no way of being in this forest, and yet was. Finally, you made your way to Lizzie's treehouse, where she asked you to play a game of high-stakes truth or dare for the cube. You won the cube by successfully completing all of the dares and truthfully answering all the truths that Lizzie set in front of you. However, Malachi used his final turn and his last dare to dare Lizzie to bring your mom here, to quote, and Lizzie pulled a small black crystal object out of her pocket and spoke into it, causing a deep feminine voice to reverberate through the treehouse and say, "Darling, I would love to meet your friends." And that's where we are now. The three of you are standing here in this treehouse as this voice echoes out and says, "Darling, I would love to meet your friends, but sweetheart, Mommy's a little busy, remember? We only talked about calling me during emergencies. Does this qualify as an emergency?" Well,
Tell her yes,
okay,
Lizzie.
so I don't know if it
We're
counts
all
as an
nodding.
emergency. We were playing Truth or Dare, and I'm losing Truth or Dare, but I did have to do my last dare, and my last dare, they dared me to bring you here. You hear the voice again, kind of echoing all around. You can't tell a specific direction it's coming from. Now, what an interesting request. Malachi Kassir, why would you want my daughter to bring me here?
He's a big fan.
I was just curious to meet the person who came to me in my dream. I assume that was you. You are the dreamer, right?
Yes, I am the dreamer. You know my title, as it were. Yes, I see you got one of Lizzie's been doing her job and spreading dreams throughout the world. I'm very proud of you, darling. And Lizzie goes, "Thanks, Mommy."
Thanks. Oh.
She kind of like glares at Finn.
Lizzie glares?
Yeah.
I used to think you were cool.
I am cool.
Oh, okay. My mistake.
Then do the dare, Lizzie.
I'm working on it. Mom, if you don't come here, then I can't do the dare. Darling, I think you said you already lost the Truth or Dare. Why were you playing Truth or Dare with these strangers? Okay, so...
Because she's really bad at poker, so...
That's true. And also, they wanted my cube that I found. So I thought that it would be fun to do a game. They wanted your cube? Now that's interesting. I don't think you boys even know what that thing is, do you?
It's a 6-sided geometric 3-dimensional figure.
I'm a man.
Do you know what it is?
It absolutely is a 6-sided geometrical figure. That's very correct. And you are a man.
Like a square, but more so.
Like a square, but more so. Now that's a fascinating way of thinking about it. You hear the voice kind of like lets out this low chuckle and is like, "Okay, well, Lizzie, sweet one, did you want to give them your cube?" And Lizzie goes, "No, I mean, it was mine and I found it, and I feel like finders keepers, I'm supposed to be able to keep it."
That's the law of the land.
It is.
Yeah, she's got us
It's
there.
the law of the land. You found it and you're supposed to be able to keep it. So, darling,
But here's the thing. We also found her and found it. And also, she's the one who volunteered it as the prize in this game. So I really feel like we're not at fault here.
You can't play finders keepers with a person.
What?
And also...
Tell that to the Nerian League.
That's what my parents did.
And also, I thought it would be fun to play a game, but I didn't think I would lose the game. And she's like pouting, like very much doing, she like stamps her foot, definitely doing the kind of like spoiled kid thing. And you hear the voice.
Lizzie, you thought I would lie to you?
You hear the voice let out this low chuckle again, and she goes, "Oh, darling, what is this island?" And Lizzie lets out this long sigh, and she goes, "My dream." That's right. And what can we do with dreams when we know that we're dreaming?
Oh, don't you fucking dare.
Oh my god, none of us really exist.
We can control them. We can control, if we know we're dreaming, we can control our dreams. That's right. Nothing happens if you don't want it to happen, so control the dream.
Oh my god, Lizzie's gonna wake up and this campaign is gonna be over.
Outside, the wind starts whipping around, kind of howling through the trees. You see
Outside.
outside the mists kind of starts coming up through the floor and pouring in through the windows. So there's this low, it's like dry ice.
I run to the window and I call for Sarah.
Yeah, you hear, as you run to the window, you see Sarah is already, like, coming up the ladder, and she, like, pulls herself up into the treehouse, and she's like, what the hell is going on out there? You see that there's all these different colors start flashing, like this nightmarish strobe light of, like, pinks and blues and greens. And
All right, let's party.
yeah, it looks like very, very fun kind of a rave. Lizzie walks forward right up to whichever one of you. I think, Malachi, did you grab the box with the cube in it?
Yeah.
Lizzie walks right up to you and holds out her hand like she's expecting you to give her something. I think I'd like my cube back, actually. Now! And as she says now, her whole form shifts and she grows from this teensy little halfling into something that is more human-sized, but with shriveled, mottled, wrinkled, dark pink skin and straggly yellow hair. And her fingernails lengthen until they almost look like claws. I need everybody to roll initiative.
Fuck
Ew!
Oh, I got a nat 1.
Oh, good for you.
So that's a 4 total.
Well, I got a nat 2, which goes down to a 1.
Oh boy, guys.
God damn it.
I got a 10.
Oh boy. Wow, okay, I rolled terrible for both the people I'm rolling for too, so we're just gonna be low initiatives all around.
Does Nurgle have initiative?
I believe Nurgle acts on your initiative if he's gonna do anything.
All right.
Wow, this is truly wild.
Ruh-roh.
Hopefully all of us are.
I hate when I have the high initiative.
I lean over to Sarah and I'm like, hey, is this like normal weather for around here?
Absolutely not. It is not normal weather. Definitely the pink flashing lights are new. Okay. Regin, with your initiative of 10, you're first.
Hang on, I want to say, when Lizzie says that to me, I'm gonna respond, we made a deal, Lizzie, and this isn't part of it.
The low voice outside chuckles. It says, "Oh, sweetheart, you were making deals. That's adorable. Very fey of you. But remember, you and I have moved past that."
Bitch!
And yeah, that's where, Regin, you hear this voice, this little conversation's happening. That's going to be your action.
And then everyone pauses for 10 seconds before doing anything.
Okay, I am wearing my brass knuckles, I recall. I'm gonna punch the child.
Okay. You step right up and go ahead and make an attack roll.
So wing, bada bada.
And it's a 21.
21 hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Do I get damage for each fist? Or should that be an offhand?
That would be your offhand attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
6 bludgeoning damage, please.
6 bludgeoning damage. Awesome.
As I give an uppercut to this child.
Cool.
Who's taller right now, Regin or Lizzie?
You guys are so tall that you're still taller than her, but now she's like at least at eye level with you instead of.
Yeah, did you hear that? We're all so tall. Okay.
Regin, you notice as your fist makes contact that you do not seem to, that like she just kind of like shakes it off. Like she like, it definitely, your fist connects with the side of her face, but her head like swings right back and does not seem to take as much damage from that punch as people might.
Alright, well, that was certainly worth a try.
That is going to be Lizzie's turn. Lizzie, I think she's just gonna slash at Regin. So she takes these like long claws which have now erupted from the skin on her hands, and she's just going to take a slash directly at you. That is going to be a dirty 20 to hit.
Yep. That was more dice than I wanted it to be.
Okay, you take 15 slashing damage. She slices into you with these claws.
God fucking damn it.
Gets you right across like the top of your chest, and there's this splatter of blood.
My titties!
Okay, that's gonna be Finn's turn.
The fuck?
Shit.
Okay, so I see that happen, and the first thing I'm going to do is cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay.
So I guess, I don't have to roll for that.
No, it just happens. Yeah, so you kind of put your hand on your chest, and this shimmering, like, ocean water effect kind of, like, washes over Finn, and it looks like his hair gets wet all of a sudden, but it's, like, swept back. And you have mage armor on you. Your armor class goes up. Do you have a bonus action?
Yes, I do, and it's called Tentacle Time.
Okay.
Nope.
I summon my tentacle right next to Lizzie and swing it at her.
Awesome. Go for it.
11.
11 does not hit, unfortunately.
Wah, wah.
Cool. That's gonna be Sarah's turn. What's Sarah gonna do? I think
Sarah, can you summon a tentacle?
I absolutely cannot, although that's an extremely interesting and kind of terrifying thing you just did there.
Yeah.
I think Sarah is actually going to cast, she's going to cast Spiritual Weapon. So she kind of, like, lifts her hand up, and you see this, you see the figure of a windmill, basically, like, appear in shimmering light right next to Lizzie, and the blades of it, like, start spinning really fast, and tries to whack her with it. 1 second.
I love Indiana Jones.
Does that happen in Indiana Jones?
It's a helicopter, but...
Ooh. Yeah, that doesn't hit. It just kind of, like, whirls its blades and doesn't actually hit. Fortunately, though, that's a bonus action. She still has her action. So she's going to cast Sacred Flame, which is a cantrip. She raises her hand, and this beam of... She, like, raises one hand and casts the windmill, and then raises the other hand, and this beam of radiant light bursts down from the ceiling. And the Lizzie has to make a dexterity saving throw.
The Lizzie.
She succeeds the dexterity saving throw, tragically.
God damn it.
And manages to, with surprising spryness for what looks like a very old woman based on what she looks like, but she definitely doesn't move like one. She, like, leaps out of the way of this beam of light. Okay.
How old are you?
I'm only 365. Still speaking with Lizzie's, like, little girl voice coming out of this this body. Malachi, that's gonna be you.
Me at initiative 1.
Yep, you at initiative 1. Sarah, fun fact, was also at initiative 1, but her dexterity is higher than yours.
So how big is this room, by the way?
It's not very big. I'm gonna say it would probably be, like, 15 feet square. So if we were looking at a map, it would be 3 by 3 on, like, a battle map.
And how far am I from my friends right now? Friends.
You guys...
I loosely use the term.
You guys are all pretty close. I mean,
Okay.
Sarah is kind of, like, trying to stay behind you guys, but other than that, everyone is pretty close to each other. It's a small room. Also, keep in mind, just for remembering if anyone's doing anything area of effect, there is still a sleeping child on the cot in the corner.
Yeah.
Wow, I totally forgot about
I
him.
super forgot about that.
So he is there.
Fuck that guy.
Okay, so I guess once she turns into this thing... I don't want to use my spell slot, so I guess the first thing I'm going to do is when Lizzie turns into this giant thing and sticks her hand out to me demanding the cube, I'm going to grip my rock again in my pocket, and I'm going to sort of like send a quick prayer up to my god saying, I know I couldn't quite reach you before, but I really need you right now, and I pull the rock out of my pocket, and I shove it in Lizzie's face, and I turn the Faithless.
Nice. Okay. How does that work?
And I say, we made a deal, bitch. And those are ancient words that are very painful for Fae and Fiends to hear.
They sure are.
She has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
And then if she fails, stuff happens.
Okay. Cool. She's going to do that. Ooh. That's a 17.
Okay, well, nothing happens then, I guess.
Okay. You see the words, like, wash over her, and she, like, shivers a little bit. And then she's like, No, my mommy said that I can do whatever I want, and I can make the dream be mine. And she is not
Lucky.
turned.
I'm so angry.
Turn the faithless. At initiative count 0, there is a bright flash of pink light that kind of comes in through like one of the this beam of pink light comes in through one of the windows of the treehouse. Can I have any one of you, just roll a d4 for me?
I don't want to do it.
I'll do it. I'm rolling the best so far.
Okay.
It's a 4.
It's a 4. Okay.
Hooray!
Yeah. You, this pink, that actually had nothing to do with, the higher number was not necessarily good.
Yeah.
This
I
pink,
realized that after the fact.
pink beam comes through the window, and hits Malachi.
Of course.
Malachi, I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Awesome. Of course. Okay. Well,
Oh, hey, Malachi, watch out. There's pink beams.
12.
12 does not succeed. Malachi, you feel, as soon as this pink beam hits you, you feel like you're moving through molasses. It almost feels like the way you do when you're, like, running in a dream. You are considered slowed. Your movement is halved. This also means you can only take an action or a bonus action, not both.
And that's just until the spell ends?
You're gonna get to make a saving throw at the end of your turn.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's that beam of light. You guys can see the lights are still flashing, the wind is whipping through the trees, everything is very chaotic outside.
We're
Regin.
so fucked.
That is your turn.
That didn't hurt me though, did it, Hannah?
It did not, it just slowed you.
Okay.
Yeah, you didn't take any damage. Oh, and you can't take reactions, that's the other thing. I knew there was one more thing.
Ugh. Okay.
I say a funny joke, and then Malachi doesn't laugh, and I'm sad.
That's not because of the slow spell, that's just because.
Hannah, do you know off the top of your head what shape sleep is? Does that have to be a circle, or can that be a cone?
Sleep is a circle, basically. It's creatures within 20 feet of a point you choose.
Okay. NVM.
I'm immune to sleep. Just throwing that out there.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
God, I don't know what to do, because
God, Malachi not being immune to sleep.
she halved me in one hit,
She sure did.
so I'm scared.
We do have Sarah, who hopefully has some healing magic.
Alright, I'm gonna punch her again.
Okay, go for it.
I get the feeling punching isn't going to be super effective.
If at first you don't succeed,
Hope that her resistance goes away.
Only a 10 to hit, so never mind.
10 does not hit. You take a swing, but you're like, you're so, like, stunned by how much she hit you for. You kind of stagger back, and you're feeling your own blood starting to soak your shirt, and you swing and you go wide. That's Lizzie's turn.
Oh god, oh fuck.
Regin, no, your beautiful shirt.
My Bluefin Tropical Resort shirt.
Oh wait, yeah, are you still wearing that?
I might be.
That was commemorative, Lizzie.
Okay, I think Lizzie is just going to take another... You know what? Actually, she's going to take a claw attack on Malachi, because you tried to turn the faithless her, and she didn't like it. So she comes at you
Upset that didn't work.
with these claws. Oh my god. 10 to hit. I don't think that hits.
And I'm slow, but she misses me.
Yeah, cool. So she goes, and it just kind of, like, clangs against the outside of your armor. Actually, it makes that horrible scratching fingernail sound against the outside of your armor. Yeah.
Down my armor.
Okay, but that's her turn. She doesn't have a multi-attack or anything like that. So, that is going to be...
Fighting a child!
That's gonna be Finn. That is your turn.
Alright, so first I check on Nurgle. How's he looking?
He does not look like he's enjoying himself. His feathers are all fluffed up, and he's looking very nervously at the window. Like, he doesn't like whatever's outside.
Me neither, bud.
Ooh, not a fan of the pink beams.
No.
Hey, guys, what do we think happens if the kid wakes up?
I can't imagine it's good, but...
Either nothing or something.
Well, because she didn't want him to be woken up, and now I'm thinking that...
Well, she was just saying he needed to nap for 20 minutes before.
Has it been 20 minutes? I don't own a watch.
Now hold on, Malachi. Are you suggesting that there was nothing at all magical or unnatural about this nap, and that he
No, that
truly
was
is
Taylor saying. What Lizzie said was, oh, he's asleep. He needs to sleep for 20 minutes. That's all. She said he has to sleep now for about 20 minutes. I'm assuming she was using his energy for something.
Hey, Lizzie, what happens if this kid wakes up before you want him to?
Then he doesn't finish his nap. Finn, go ahead and make an insight check.
Ooh, 22.
22, great. This sounds like it would mess up whatever spell she's doing on this kid. You don't think it would, like, drain her power. Like, she doesn't, like, panic at the thought of cutting it off. It seems like it would be a minor irritation if he woke up, rather than a catastrophe.
All right, Nurgle, how do you like to be a minor irritation? Go wake up that kid.
Nurgle's voice suggests that's what I excel at. Cool, yeah, Nurgle will flap over, and he kind of, like, flies through everything. All of a sudden, this seagull just flapping around, and basically just starts, like, beating his wings in the kid's face.
I'm just imagining, like, us all in this tiny room, and suddenly the seagull's flapping around, and everything's just chaos.
Yep, feathers flying
And there's
everywhere.
a rave going on outside.
Like a bat in the school.
You see the kid in the corner wakes up and starts screaming. And Lizzie kind of, like, looks over her shoulder and is like, you messed it up!
Don't worry, kid. He probably just thinks you have fries in your shirt.
This bird, what's going on?
Nurgle, he doesn't have fries. Wait, kid, do you have fries?
No, I don't. Nurgle goes,
Nurgle, he doesn't have fries.
Ned, run!
the battle is in between Ned and the only exit from the treehouse. So Ned's going to stay in the corner.
Jump out the window, Ned! No, please don't.
Okay, cool. So Finn, that's your... I guess that's Nurgle's turn. I don't...
I looked it up while you were talking, and
good.
Nurgle has his own turn and everything.
Wow, okay. Alright, so that's Nurgle's turn.
All right.
What about Finn?
You know I'm gonna Eldritch Blast.
Oh, okay. Sounds good.
At Lizzie, specifically, not at Ned.
Thank you for clarifying.
Nat 20.
Yeah! I couldn't tell if that was a bad noise or a good noise.
Yeah,
okay.
same.
Go ahead and roll, 2d10s.
Ooh.
And then add whatever you add.
Well, the first one was a 1. Alright, that's 14 damage.
14, okay. And you see that unlike Regin's punch, she takes all the damage. She kind of, like, stumbles back a little bit as this beam of energy hits her in the chest.
That's what you get for disrespecting the good name of the Bluefin Tropical Resort.
Finn, they haven't hired you yet.
Well, yeah, but, dress for the job you want. Act like the job you want.
Awesome. Alright.
It's bonus action time, Hannah.
Okay. I saw you lean forward to the mic, and I was like, what does he have to do? Yeah, go ahead.
The tentacle's still there, and he's going to take another swing.
Go for it. There's a tentacle on one side and a shining windmill on the other.
That's only a 10.
10 does not hit.
Stuck between a
windmill and a wet place.
That was a warning, Lizzie. Next time, tentacle's going for you.
He means it when he warns you.
We've seen some shit.
Okay, that's going to be Sarah's turn. She's going to bonus action. Her windmill's going to make an attack. Ooh, that's a 19. That'll hit. So it takes... Lizzie takes 10 damage from being hit with that windmill. Yeah. And she does not seem to like it at all. And then Sarah's going to run over now that Lizzie's not immediately there anymore, and she's going to grab Regin's arm, and she's going to cast Cure Wounds on Regin.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Regin, you regain...
Oh, Sarah, he actually doesn't like being healed.
Do it, Sarah.
It's itchy. I hate it.
Wow, I cannot get a read on Regin.
Regin, you regain 11 hit points from Cure Wounds.
Okay.
Alright, cool. That's Sarah's turn.
That ain't bad.
Malachi, that's you.
Well, I hate that I'm slow. I guess that I'm gonna just attack her because that wasn't cool, Lizzie. And I rolled a nat 1 because I'm sorry.
Oh, that's devastating.
I'm so upset.
You go, that wasn't cool, Lizzie, but it's like you're talking in slow motion, and as you go to swing your sword...
Do I get to reroll my save now?
She just, like, easily steps out of the way. Yeah, go ahead and reroll your save. Dexterity.
Well, it's a 2 that goes down to a 1. Jesus, fuck me.
Oh my god. Yep, yeah, you are still
not
slowed.
Malachi's day.
Nope.
What the fuck?
Cool. At initiative 0, a
Nice.
beam of this kind of like dark purple light shoots through the window. Andy, go ahead and roll a d4 for me.
Maybe this one will be good. 4.
Okay.
I guess it can't get worse, right?
Not Malachi's day again. Yeah, Malachi, go ahead and roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Malachi, I told you the beams!
Being repressed is bad for your health, guys.
Really? I'm doing fine.
Alright, that's a 17 on that save, though.
Okay, wisdom save, that saves. You feel this kind of like, basically as you miss Lizzie and then immediately get hit by this beam, you feel this like rising sense of panic, like, I'm in over my head, we're all gonna die here, this isn't going to, like, I have to get out of here right now. But you manage to like shove it down, like you do most of your feelings.
I wonder how it works if I'm fear on top of slow, if I'm just running away extremely
You want to run away very slowly. Cool, so good job on saving against that. Back to the top. Regin, that's you.
Okay, I would like to, grab Ned, just, like, scoop Ned, and I'm
Okay.
gonna jump out the window.
Why don't you go down the
Awesome.
ladder, you son of a bitch?
The window's closer.
Hey, let him have the cool exit, alright,
The
Mal?
window's close. You ever tried to climb a ladder with a kid?
Okay.
He has almost nothing else.
on your
So
back.
you scoop up Ned. I need you to first make me a persuasion check because you're just running toward this kid and trying to grab him and he does not know you. So just make me a persuasion. Do you say anything in particular?
We're getting out of here. Let's go.
Okay, what'd you get?
14.
14. I'll say a 14 is good enough. He doesn't want to be in this hut. He'll let you scoop him up. And you dive out the window. Go ahead and make me an acrobatics check.
It's a 12.
Okay. With a 12, you're still going to take some falling damage. Are you basically trying to absorb the falling damage so Ned doesn't take it?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to take 4 bludgeoning damage as you hit the ground. And yeah, you and Ned are both outside.
Okay. I am going to tell him, do you know how to get back to the village from here?
I think maybe, I don't know, Lizzie always leads us out here and the forest is kind of weird.
Yeah, it is kind of weird. Well, I made it here, so you'll probably be fine. Get back there, okay? Just get out of the way.
Okay.
This seems irresponsible.
This is why Regin doesn't talk to the kids.
Okay, yeah, and Ned starts moving kind of toward the forest. Awesome. Regin, you still have, like, I will let that be your action or your movement, so you can still have an action from out here, or you can use your movement to get back inside and then not have an action.
Hang on, I'm looking something up.
Imagine if Regin used magic. How much easier our
Yeah,
lives
sure would be helpful to have a sorcerer right now.
I know, man.
Hannah, is anything on fire near me right now?
Roll. Okay, so first, I guess I will say, now that you're from outside, what it looks like from outside, the beams that are hitting the treehouse are coming from, like, all directions. Like, they're coming from within the trees, basically, and shooting in, and they're, like, a lot of them are just kind of, like, that's what's causing the flashing lights. A lot of them are just going past the treehouse, but then some of them are going in and hitting people. You also see, like, you keep seeing this mist, which is still kind of, like, whirling around. You keep seeing flashes of eyes in the forest. and you... That's basically what it looks like from out here. Nothing is on fire, however.
Okay.
Didn't Regin set stuff in the treehouse on fire during Truth or Dare?
He burned the teddy bear with lightning. I would say
Yeah, but
you could...
he lost control and he was like touching a bunch of other stuff, I remember.
Uh-huh. Inside the treehouse.
Yeah.
Roll a d20 for me. We'll see if you get lucky.
It's a nat 20.
Oh.
Okay, with a nat 20, I
The
have to
whole
let
forest
something be on
instantly
fire.
erupts in fire.
Okay, so when you... I will say that one of these beams hits a tree. I'm thinking through the repercussions of establishing that the beams can light things on fire, but hey, fuck it. One of the beams hits a tree at just the right angle and hits a spark somewhere, and you see some of the foliage at the bottom of this tree start to go up in flame.
Okay. And how close would you say that is to the treehouse?
I would say it's approximately 20 feet from the treehouse when you keep in mind that the treehouse is off the ground.
I'm going to pull the flames 5 feet towards the treehouse.
Okay.
Oh? We have no idea you're doing this.
You
so.
pull the flames 5 feet
You know we're still in there, right?
towards the
Oh, yeah.
treehouse.
Oh, I know.
Is that your action?
Yes.
All right.
That is control flames.
So the fire is... Yeah, Regin, you stretch out your hand toward this fire and you feel yourself kind of connect with the energy of the fire and the energy of yourself, this magic that Lizzie had just sort of pulled out of you that you feel still coursing through your veins, and you drag the flames closer to the treehouse. That's your turn. I will say it is probably about 15 feet from the base of the tree that the treehouse is built in. Because again, the treehouse is elevated off the ground. So, that's that. Okay, that's going to be Lizzie's turn. Lizzie is going to... Oh, but Malachi can't take reactions. She's going to go after Finn. And normally I would say you get an opportunity attack, but you can't take reactions. So she's going to go after Finn with her claws.
My life is terrible.
Oh, boy. 25 to hit. Oh.
Believe it or not, yeah.
Yeah, I'd imagine. You take... Oh my god. I rolled really well. You take... Okay, well, only 16 slashing damage.
Oh,
Don't worry, guys. I know Lizzie would never hurt me.
Slash claws into
Ah!
into your chest.
Oh, man.
I shouldn't have assumed.
Yeah, ripping through the flesh. You blood splatters on the floor. That's her turn. Finn, that's gonna be you.
I always knew Regin would abandon us one day.
I'm still here, you jackass!
Sometimes I can still hear his voice.
Where is that black crystal thing that she used to talk into right now?
Yeah. It is, I think I said she pulled it out of her pocket, correct?
Yeah, you did.
So, I'm gonna say it's in her hand.
Yeah, alright, I don't see this really working then.
Oh.
Were you gonna mage
Alright, I'm
hand?
just gonna Eldritch Blast her. I had a thought, but I don't think Nurgle's gonna be able to snatch it out of her hand.
Probably not, but he could try. Or he could give you the help action, is the other thing you can do with a familiar, where he gives you advantage on your Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay, cool. So go ahead.
Nurgle, help action, go!
Nurgle, starts flaps over from where he was by the bed Ned was on, and flaps up and is, flapping around Lizzie's head.
Well, I rolled the same thing both times, and that's
God.
only a 12.
12 does not hit. She is, while she's fending off Nurgle, it's kind of creating all this chaos, even for you, and your Eldritch Blast just manages to miss her.
Nurgle, you're doing too good a job!
That's gonna be, you still have your bonus action.
Yeah, I do. You gotta stop trying to cut me off before I tentacle, because I'm gonna tentacle every time.
Go ahead.
Yeah. That's a 9.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. The dice want us all dead.
She's just too fast!
Yeah, she's a spry lady here. Alright, that's gonna be Sayre. She's going to
This entire time, I like to imagine that Malachi is just like slow motion, like reaching for Lizzie, and every time he reaches out, she just sort of like steps to the side, and he looks extremely stressed out.
Finn, Sarah looks back at you, and she's like, Are you okay? Oh, that's not Sarah's Southern.
How much? I took 16, right?
You took 16, yeah.
Define okay. I'm very wounded, if that's what you mean.
You definitely
Like,
don't look
physically?
okay.
No.
Alright, I'm gonna... she's going to, like, duck the, flapping bird tangling with, Lizzie here. And she's going to cast Cure Wounds on you.
Woo.
So you regain...
Tingles.
10 hit points.
Nice.
And then she's going to... spin the windmill again and try and hit her with that.
Wheel of Fortune.
No, that's a 13 to hit, which does not hit. Okay, Malachi, that's you.
Alright, still slow. I'm getting really sick of all these tricks, Lizzie. I'm gonna swing at her again.
I don't have that many tricks.
Okay, so... 25 probably hits, right?
Oh, yeah, 25 hits. Yeah, that'll do it.
Finally. Alright. Oh! Yes! I hit her for a full 16.
Holy shit. Okay.
And I'm gonna... You know what? No, I'm not gonna smite yet, but I am gonna hit her for 16.
Okay, that's slashing damage, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, no.
She is not as affected by it as one would hope, but
Fuck,
she is
I
affected
thought
by it.
so.
You see her like hide is like, you've never attacked kind of a creature that is as clearly not from this plane. And she very much like has some sort of resistance to your attack, but it does hit her, and she is starting to look like she's taken some damage.
Malachi, try using Eldritch Blast. It worked well on her.
No, Finn.
Initiative count 0. A beam of...
Hold on, can I
Yes.
try and save from slow?
Oh, yes, you get to save from slow. Go ahead and
Okay.
dex saving throw.
16?
16 saves! As you move your sword through the air, and as you hit her, you feel the spell drop from your muscles, and you are able to move at full speed again.
Nice.
Taylor, go ahead and roll a d4 for me as this beam of silvery white light shoots through the window.
Well, that can't be bad.
2.
Okay. Finn, make me a wisdom saving throw.
Ah, he has the highest wisdom.
Oh,
I
man.
do.
Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Well, I do have high wisdom, but there's only so much a modifier can do to a poor roll. That's a 7 total.
Finn, you get hit by the beam, and you feel the full effect of an intense drowsiness begin to settle over your body.
shit.
But you, as a half-elf, as we just established, are immune to magically being put to sleep. You feel the drowsiness coming over you, and your elven heritage lets you just shake it right off, and you do not fall asleep.
Amazing.
And Lizzie looks pissed off.
I've never slept in my life.
Lizzie stamps her foot, and she's like, putting people to sleep is like kind of a big part of my thing.
Yeah, well, a big part of my thing is not getting stabbed, so...
Looks like you need a new thing, Lizzie.
Regin, that's your turn. You are
Yeah,
outside.
well, cooking people alive is my thing. And
Malachi, did you hear something?
Sounds like Reagan's having trouble, like, reaching out to us. All I hear is...
What else is new, right?
I'm gonna keep moving the flames towards the tree.
How much can you move them?
It says 5.
5?
Oh, man.
Okay. Regin, I'm going to say that you are feeling, you've been doing more magic today than you've done in a very long time.
Oh, man.
And
True.
you are still feeling the power kind of like coursing through you. You can feel at your fingertips this intense reservoir that you've been voluntarily not tapping into. I'm going to say that you can move the flames 5 more feet, which would get them to the bottom of the tree. However, this requires relinquishing a little bit of control. You can feel that kind of like letting out this power, that it's a matter of kind of trying to use it without losing control of it, and you're a little bit concerned about what would happen if you let more of that power out, but it would get the flames to where you need them to be right now, as opposed to next turn.
Oh, fuck it, we're doing it.
Okay. So you give in to the power, and you reach your hands out, and you feel the fire, like, push itself the other 5 feet, sweep across through the rest of, like, the dried leaves and grasses on the ground, and the bottom of the tree goes in flames. I don't know what the end game is here. The tree's on fire.
Finn?
Is Regin cooking out there?
Finn, do you smell something?
And yeah, the rest of you start to smell burning coming from outside.
Tree's on fire.
Yeah, good job. You lit the tree on fire. And
Oh, nothing more pleasing than making your DM make that face.
I don't know what your plan is, but okay. This is going to be Regin. You still have your movement.
Yeah, I'm gonna let that be. It's fine.
Okay.
You hear from
Awesome. inside,
Regin?
I just yell, "Get out!"
And all I hear is,
I'm sorry. Am I the teacher from Peanuts? What's happening here?
yeah, every time Malachi...
Whoa, that is not what the teacher from Peanuts sounds like.
Every time Regin opens his mouth, Malachi just hears wah 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 wah. Except for it's higher
that's
pitched because he's so small, so it's like wah 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 wah.
I'm sorry. I'm the one roasting you guys right now, not you me.
Not yet, you're not.
Get out of the tree and then we'll talk.
Lizzie is going to attack Malachi.
Yes.
Could try.
Yeah, she's gonna do that. Oh, I don't think that hits. That's a 15.
Psych. No, bitch.
Okay. 15 does not hit. Once again, she...
Now I'm
is
not
just
slow, and she doesn't realize how fast I am when I'm not slowed.
fingernails scraping against the outside of your armor. Awesome. That's going to be Finn's turn.
Yeah, so how tall... So as far... I just kind of smell smoke. I don't know that, like, the treehouse is on fire, right?
Correct. You smell smoke. I mean, if you'd like to go to the window and look out.
Nah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast.
Sounds good.
And Nurgle's still helping.
Great. Nurgle is flapping his wings.
16.
16 does not hit.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know.
God damn it.
She's
Well.
a spry woman.
But is she spry enough for the tentacle? Yes, she is. That's only a 14.
Yep, does not hit. She is spry enough for the tentacle, in fact. Okay, Sarah is going to try and hit with her windmill. Ooh, dirty 20. So, Lizzie takes 6 damage from the windmill. And then Sarah is going to... Okay, Sarah's going to run to the window and look out. And she's going to go...
Sarah, focus on the fight!
Y'all, the treehouse is on fire. The tree is
You
on
mean, like,
fire.
metaphorically?
No, like, actively right now, the tree is on fire. I don't know how that happened, but
How
it
did that
definitely
happen?
did.
Oh my
Who would do such a horrible thing?
I don't know, but it definitely happened. Should we...
Reagan, get out of here! The tree's on fire!
Lizzie must have allies on the ground!
Should we run?
Reagan, is there water down there? Oh, Finn!
Reagan is looking into the camera like he's on The Office.
And
Sarah's-
it's all you, man.
If only there was some way to create water!
And completely dissolve Reagan's one contribution to this fight.
Yeah, I'm doing something here.
Sarah is looking at the two of you and is like, should we get out of the treehouse, or should I try and kill this terrifying creature that used to be a little girl?
I think we get rid of Lizzie if possible. If all else fails, we leave.
Okay, sounds good. She
No.
is going to cast a.
Maybe not. I'm stupid. I don't know.
No, that was the plan. She is gonna move closer to the ladder, so she's basically ready to like run down if when the fire gets higher. But she is going to cast Guiding Bolt. So that's going to be. Ooh, good thing I cast at first level because that's not going to hit. The Guiding Bolt goes wide as she's sort of like looking down at the flames which are leaping up here. And
God,
she's
we
going to
cannot
stay
land a hit.
put. Yeah, the dice are not on y'all's side today. Malachi, that's you.
Okay. I guess I'll swing at her one last time. Lizzie, you gave us the cube and you didn't fulfill your dare. So if anyone's in the wrong here, it's you.
I did my best to fulfill my dare. My mommy's a very busy lady. And also, you didn't eat your bird ate my pill, and you walked around the roof twice. So both of us were cheating at the game.
Well, I wasn't cheating.
Oh, so they're your pills now.
We completed all the dares, Lizzie.
Not really. Go ahead and make your attack.
You agreed.
All right, that's gonna be a 19 to hit.
19 hits. Go ahead and roll
Alright.
damage.
Good. 7.
7 damage? Okay.
Probably not all of it, I guess.
But not all of it. Mm-hmm, correct. Okay. That's going to be a beam of green light coursing through the window. Can I have whoever would like to go ahead and roll me a d4?
I got this. It's a 4.
Oh boy. All right, Malachi, make me
Just when I thought it was my year.
make me a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh.
All right. 18.
18 saves.
Yeah.
Malachi, you feel your muscles start to lock up and paralyze you in place in this treehouse that's about to be on fire.
When I start to feel it, I go, oh, rust!
Nurgle, get the oil!
And I do a little dance.
Nurgle comes flapping over with a can of oil and pours it on you. And you
Thank God, he always has that
What the
close
hell,
at hand.
Nurgle? I was already doing the dance.
and he pours the oil on you, and you save from the paralysis.
Is it kind of
This
hot?
is just gonna make me, like, totally light up when the flames hit, you know?
Oh my God!
You absolute son of a bitch, Nurgle.
Okay, Regin, that is your turn. On your turn, I'm gonna say the fire creeps up the rest of the tree. It will, like, the tree house will be actively on fire as of next turn. As of this turn, anyone who is climbing down the rope ladder is going to have to make dexterity saving throws to avoid taking fire damage from the flames.
Guys, are you stupid? Are you not familiar with the term smoking someone out? Get out of the treehouse.
No, the only thing I know how to smoke is salmon, and I disapprove of doing so.
Get out of the damn treehouse.
Can we hear him?
Yeah, you can hear Regin is now shouting from the ground up at you guys to get out of the damn treehouse.
Oh, he wants us to get out. Malik, I didn't know what you were talking about before.
No, I want everybody out of the treehouse. Oh my God. And
If you want, you can hold your action.
I think I will hold it.
You know, the treehouse may be on fire, but at least Ned is safely down below with Reagan, being protected.
No, he's not.
Reagan's looking after Ned, Finn, don't worry.
No, I'm not.
Thank goodness. I don't know what I'd do if something happened to that kid.
He's probably smoking him up, so we should get out there.
Oh God, you're right. He's a bad influence.
I'm just gonna lie down in the grass while these two idiots
What
do
a
whatever they're
tool.
doing.
You lie down in the grass. Regin,
I'm gonna watch the pretty rave lights.
can I have you make me a Constitution saving throw?
It's an 18.
An 18. You manage to, you still are like pulsing with magic. Your blood feels very hot.
I'm like tweaking.
And you can feel like sparks leaping between your fingertips, and like all the hairs on the back of your neck are standing up like there's an electric shock about to hit. But you don't, nothing happens. You just are still feeling all tingly with this. Yeah, that's going to be Lizzie's turn. Okay, the treehouse is about to be on fire. I am not entirely sure what she's gonna do about that. I think
she should swing on me, since I just hit her again. You know. Try again, maybe she'll hit this time.
Oh my god, a fire! Quick, Lizzie, give us the cube!
We already have it, Finn.
Oh, I thought she took it.
No, she held her hand out for it, and I did not give it to her.
yeah,
Alright, nice.
Malachi still has it.
A fire! Quick, Lizzie, don't do anything!
I think she's going to look around kind of very frustrated, and she'll be like, my treehouse, you're ruining my treehouse.
Just dream it away, Lizzie. It's your dream.
I'm just gonna dream it back. And then she's going to run for the rope ladder. She's going to take an attack.
Is she going past us?
She's leaving your threatened area. So yeah, so you guys can both get opportunity attacks on her.
Oh.
She is going to take an attack on Finn, basically, as she goes past him.
Alright, well, I'm not going to hit her on my opportunity attack, so I got a 13.
Yeah, it doesn't hit. Ooh.
I got a 5.
5 does not hit. She's going to hit Finn with a 24. So that is 13 slashing damage. And I realize Sarah actually gets an opportunity attack with that sword.
Does Finn's tentacle get one too?
Does not hit.
Oh.
Have we established that your tentacle gets opportunity attacks?
I think we talked about it before and arrived at no conclusion.
Okay, I think let's keep it at no conclusion. And she's going to climb down the rope ladder. She's going to make a dexterity saving throw to try and avoid the fire.
God damn it.
Oh my god, a nat 20 on the dexterity saving throw. So she's still like leaping down It really is ridiculous how I'm rolling so poorly for Sarah and so well for Lizzie. She's going to kind of leap down the rope ladder and basically like start tearing in this almost animalistic way. Like she's running on all fours basically towards Regin. But she's already used her action, so there's that.
That's disgusting.
That's going to be Finn. That is your turn.
Well, I guess we're done up here, right?
Let's go.
Is there anything cool that I want to save from the fire?
Make a perception check. This is a free action.
9.
There's that teddy bear that Regin burned up. There's the tea set.
Can I also see if there's anything of import?
Wait, isn't the teddy bear ash now?
Did we burn it all the way to ash? I thought it was just like scorched.
I think it's like super jacked up in like that horrifying way that partially melted toys.
Alright, I grabbed the teddy bear.
Okay, great.
Can I also see if there's anything worth taking
on
for
your
when
turn?
it's my
You can. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I grab the teddy bear, and then I'm like, Nurgle, we're out of here. And I go down the ladder.
Okay. Nurgle flies after you. Finn, go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Also 9.
Also 9. Okay, you take 6 fire damage.
Oh, ow, ouch, ow, ow,
Oh, shit.
As the flames are leaping off the tree, what the heck is it called? Trunk, the tree trunk, and scorching you.
I am very, very damaged right now.
You still have your action, however, and your bonus action.
Oh yeah, nice. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast Animal Lizzie.
Okay, go ahead.
8.
Oh my god. This is not you guys' day. That does not hit.
And then I'm bringing my tentacle out of the treehouse, and it's gonna pop up right next to Regin.
Okay.
Wait, that puts it within range of Lizzie, right?
I think it wouldn't because her speed is low enough that she had to use it to get out of the treehouse, so she's not at Regin yet. She's just making her way.
Okay, then it pops up right next to her.
Perfect.
If he put it in between them?
Yeah, right in her path.
Cool.
That's a 9.
God.
The tentacles just flopping around.
We should have jumped down the fucking well.
Okay.
Should have taken Viagra.
Maybe she'll trip over it.
Sarah is going to move her windmill halfway down. Spiritual weapons can't move very far, so it's not going to make it all the way to Lizzie. And then she is going to climb down this rope ladder. Oh my gosh, okay. She takes... Oh, just 1 fire damage. And then she hits the ground, and she's going to... she's running out of spell slots. So she'll go ahead and cure wounds Finn again because he looks like he needs it.
I sure do.
What a nice friend.
Finn, you regain, and she has to use a higher level spell slot because she's, again, almost out of spell slots.
Oh, man.
So Finn, you regain 14 hit points.
All right.
And that's going to be Malachi. That's your turn.
Alright, first I want to see if there's anything important in the room.
Make a perception check.
Nat 20.
Nice.
Okay.
She finds an unburnt teddy bear.
You
Should
find...
have saved the fucking Nat 20. Sorry, go on.
You should have. But you find, I will say, as you kind of cast one last quick look, you're alone now in this treehouse. The flames are just starting to kind of like lick around at the wood. You spot that on the bookcase, it's mostly just like ordinary, like kids' books. But amongst the kids' books, you see one very interesting looking tome. And that looks like it doesn't look like anyone's been reading it, but it stands out as something like important and interesting. It doesn't look like all the other brightly colored kids' books. It looks like it's like wrapped in like brown leather, and it looks very old.
Would it be a free action for me to grab that?
I will let you grab that like on your way out, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So, question. Would me be going out the window the same way that Regin went out the window put me closer to Regin than it would be if I climbed on the ladder?
Yes. You would have to make an
Okay.
acrobatics check to avoid fall damage, but that would get you out without any fire damage.
Word. Yeah, I'm gonna go out the window.
Awesome.
See, it feels good, doesn't it? It feels badass.
I run towards the window, grab that book, and crash out.
Awesome. Go ahead and make an acrobatics check.
Not great at that, but I'm pretty tough. I made, well, it's gonna end up as a 14.
14. I forgot to set a DC in my head. I think 14
that's what
was...
I
14
said.
was the DC that I set for Regin. Yeah, so you're still going to take a little bit of fall damage, but not all of it.
I haven't taken any damage yet, so that's cool by me.
You take 5 bludgeoning damage as you crash to the forest floor. And yeah, you are relatively close to Regin. I will say you still have enough movement to get to Lizzie.
Alright.
Oh, hey, man.
Hey, Regin, get off the floor.
Oh my God, Reagan! I thought you were unconscious.
No,
It's not nap time yet.
Did you see who set this fire?
Everything's a little zingy right now.
Malachi, as you get closer to Regin and Finn, as you are looking at him, you can see that his eyes are, like, glowing a little bit.
Ooh.
And you can see the, like, basically, like, on his forearms, like, the veins are standing out, but they're standing out with, like, gold. And it's not really gold, it's, like, this, like, this bronzy color.
Reagan, you're vascular as hell right now.
His skin.
Regin, were you getting a pump on when we were caught in a burning treehouse? What's up with your eyes, dude? No. Malachi would never say dude.
Oh, that happens to me sometimes.
Does anybody have any Vizine? Clear up.
You have the lotion, Reagan.
For my action.
That's not what Vizine is.
I don't know what Vizine is. All right.
Andy's notably not a jock.
Regin, do you wear contacts? I think
Are you attacking?
will- I'm thinking.
Hey Siri, what is Vizine?
Alright. How close am I to Finn? Where's Finn?
Finn is further away. He's, like, outside of the... Him and Sarah are basically both standing. They, like, got a few feet away from the fire, and are standing further back, while then there's Regin, and then a tentacle, and then Lizzie.
Alright, well...
And I will say you have just enough movement to reach Lizzie. You don't have enough to reach Finn.
Alright. Since she's barreling towards me and Regin, I get down there. I get mad at him for getting a pump on when we're stuck in a burning treehouse. And I quickly... See, I wish I could trust you to hand you the cube.
Wow.
Hey, we all know what happened last time you handed him a magical object.
Yeah. Well, actually, you know what? Last time he didn't do a terrible job with the cube, and it is in the box this time. So I jump down. I see Regin there, lying in the grass. I see Lizzie barreling towards him. I kneel down next to him, grab him by the shoulders, pull him up. As I'm pulling
And then
Regin
we do
up,
a little kiss.
I'm going to cast Protection from Evil on Good on him.
Awesome.
So that means, Regin, until the spell ends, you are protected against certain types of creatures, including Fae, also aberrations, celestials, elementals, fiends, and undead. We did establish that Lizzie was, even though she doesn't have all the Fae traits right now, she is at least sort of Fae, because I sensed it before, right?
Yeah, she appears to be acting... it seems like Turn the Faithless would have worked on her.
Okay, cool.
She's
So-
Fae passing.
Basically, Lizzie has disadvantage, and also, presumably, possibly the Dreamer has disadvantage against on attacks against you. You also cannot be charmed, frightened, or possessed.
Neat.
Alright?
I can't be killed!
And so, as I'm pulling you up, I turn, slap both shoulders on you, and I say, take this and go, and I hand you the cube.
Take what? What? Ooh,
I
it's
shove the
itchy.
cube into your hand.
It's itchy.
I shove the cube in the box into your hand, so you're not touching the cube, and I stand between Regin and Lizzie.
Awesome.
Also, where the fuck is the kid, Regin?
Nowhere to be seen.
I don't know.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. Where the heck is the kid, Regin?
Wow, Regin, you
hopefully.
did such a good job of hiding him nearby where he would be safe.
I'm sorry, Finnegan, what about this situation looks safe?
Okay. That is initiative 0. I'm gonna say that since you guys are out of the treehouse, the, beams are not directly hitting the area where you are. However, they are still shooting around. So I'm gonna say, I want someone to roll me a d4 again, but this time there's a possibility that it will hit none of you.
I got a 4, so somebody else do it.
Yeah,
You already did it.
Yeah, you already did it. You got a 4. It doesn't hit anyone. There's
good.
no beams that come close enough because they're still kind of... You see that there seem to be more focused on hitting the treehouse, but none of them are hitting where you guys are, which is awesome.
Oh no, the tea set.
Up to the top, Regin, that's you. You have protection from evil and good on you. You've been handed a box and a cube and told to get it out of here. Malachi is standing in between you and Malachi and a tentacle are both in between you and a very angry-looking creature.
Can I do an insight check? I'm trying to, either insight or arcana or something. I want to figure out is there a way that I can perceive how much of whatever we're dealing with is real? I want to perceive how much of what's happening is Lizzie's dream and how much of this is real.
Awesome. Make an insight check.
Oh, let's go, baby. That's an 8.
It's difficult to tell. You know that Lizzie is real. Because she's been affecting damage. You assume that the trees are real because you were able to light them on fire. There's something real here. But as far as, what specifically is, reality and what isn't, it's all a little funky right now.
Okay.
So help me God, Starkweather.
Take it up with you, God. I'm trying to figure out how to phrase this. I want to taunt Lizzie.
Okay.
Oh my God.
So can I do an intimidation check and try and bait her into following me?
Yeah.
That's
what are you
exactly
saying?
not what I want. Son of a bitch.
12.
12. Okay.
Lizzie can't quite see past the tentacle.
The tentacle's doing the YMCA.
What do you say exactly, Regin?
It would probably be something to the effect of, come and get it.
Jesus.
Regin, stop
Jesus
flirting
doesn't
with Lizzie!
Regin, she's only 365 years old.
She was already pretty set on following you. So you get the sense as she is kind of charging that she looks like she's gonna brush right past Malachi.
Cool. I'm gonna run.
Awesome. You take off full dash action into the woods.
Yep.
Awesome. You take off into the woods, sprinting through past these trees, past this mist. You see the eyes watching you from around the forest, all around you, like different sizes, some that look small enough to be animals, others that look enormous, peering at you through the trees. And you see, just like when you were in the forest before, these shadowy figures that look like they're like running alongside you. And you're hearing like shouts and echoing calls, some of which sound like they might be Malachi yelling in frustration, others of which sound like voices you don't know, others of which sound like voices that you recognize from somewhere, but you can't quite put your finger on where you recognize
Finn
them
going,
from.
yeah!
Definitely also in there.
That's not what I sound like.
And yeah, you are sprinting through the forest.
I would also like to note that I am faster than the average person.
Yes,
Squat
you
nibble
are.
this baby!
Not only are you
Nimbleness.
faster, but you were not disturbed by whoever you saw in the forest. Hence why Malachi handed this to you.
It is Lizzie's turn.
Of course it fucking is.
She really wants to follow Regin. I think she's going to go in a mad dash. She's gonna go past Malachi. You get an opportunity attack because you were right in between them.
I'll try. Does a 21 hit?
It does. Go ahead and roll
Right.
your damage.
13 damage.
13 damage. Okay. She looks like she's taken some damage. Lizzie, distinctly, even after all of this and how long this battle's gone on, she is
Fine.
still looking pretty fine. She is going to... She's going to run after Regin, and I'm going to make her make a perception check to see if she can find you in this forest, but she's not that far behind you.
She also does that count as something she would have disadvantage on?
I'll give her disadvantage, sure. But it's her forest, so I'm not going to give her disadvantage, actually.
Damn it.
And
That was a roller coaster.
and she is going to, rather than full dashing, she's going to cast Magic Missile, basically right from the tree line. So Regin has plunged fully into the forest. She, right from the tree line, is going to send all 3 beams of Magic Missile at you. Magic Missile is a spell that hits automatically, unless you want to cast Shield. But otherwise, Magic Missile hits automatically. So you take... I need to get better light in here. You take 10 force damage as these three beams of magical energy impact into you. And she yells from the edge of the forest. She yells, "You're burning my treehouse and you're ruining everything! I don't like this! You're ruining everything!"
That's what I'm good at, sweetheart.
I don't think we're too crazy about the state of things either.
Finn, that is also what I'm good at.
Finn, that is going to be you.
Can I run after Lizzie?
You can. And she's also still within Eldritch Blast range.
Excellent. Is she within 30 feet of my tentacle?
She is, because she didn't full dash. She just
All right.
ran 30 feet. So, yes.
Perfect. So I'm gonna run after her. Eldritch
Wait, so
Blast.
how many feet did Regin get? Sorry.
Regin got 60 feet away from where he was. So he's
Okay.
like...
70.
70. That's true. Squat nimbleness. Don't worry about keeping track that closely. I'm
Okay.
we're approximating.
And can Nurgle help me now?
What's Nurgle's speed?
Let's see.
He's a bird. He's fast. Yes, he can get close enough to help you.
Birds. Fast.
Yeah, he has 50 feet. All right, let's blast this baby. That was a weird thing. I don't know why I said that.
I mean, she kind of is.
13.
Nope, doesn't hit. The Eldritch Blast joins the many rays that are shooting through the forest.
Wow, I'm finally a part of something greater than myself.
Purpose. Cool. Sarah is going to...
Is she now? Or is she going to do it after I do a tentacle?
You do the tentacle.
The tentacle blips forward 30 feet next to her. And that's a 10.
No, it doesn't hit.
This is
Unbelievable.
Sarah's going to cast Sacred Flame, so the same kind of radiance comes down. Lizzie makes a dexterity saving throw. Ooh, fails. That's fun. Sacred Flame does, I think it's a D10, but let me look it up. It might be a D8. D8, yes. Cool. Lizzie takes 4 radiant damage from this beam coming down from the sky. Malachi, that's you.
Alright, so I'm close enough to reach Lizzie easily, right?
Yes.
But I'm like 70 feet behind Regin?
Yes. You would have to if you full dashed, you still would not catch up with Regin.
Yeah.
But you can reach Lizzie pretty easily.
Okay, I think I'm gonna chase Lizzie, and I want to see if I can tackle Lizzie to the ground.
Awesome. Cool. Let's make an opposed strength check.
Who taught you that move?
Dude, I had a life before you.
Ooh, cool.
Fuck. A 14.
Yeah, she got a dirty 20. So you
God
tackle
damn it!
her, and you are, like, grabbing her, but she is not going down. She's just manages to shrug you off.
Sure, it'd be nice if I could roll higher than a 10.
That is the beams that are shooting through here. Somebody go ahead and roll me a d4.
I'll do it.
Roll higher than
4.
a 10.
4? Yeah, still is not hitting anyone. Cool. Good job.
Ha! I have befriended the beams!
That is going to be Regin's turn. Regin, are you going to keep running?
Yeah.
You keep running. You see the shadows that are around you. You see the mist growing thicker and thicker. You truly have no idea. Already you've lost your bearings, and it's been like 6 seconds. And at this point, you're not even sure you could get back to where you were trying to get back from if you tried. But you keep going. You feel your feet kind of pounding against the forest floor. And you're still seeing the eyes, and you're still seeing the shadows. And now the shouts are beginning to crystallize a little bit more into the same shouts that you remember hearing when the Ungletto went down. The same kind of shouts of, you hear the Imperial soldiers shouting, or the Nerian League soldiers. You hear your crewmates, the kind of frantic sense of like, were we going to surrender? Were we going to put up a fight? This chaos, this confusion where no one was quite sure what the plan was, and then whatever plan there was going to be, you blew it all to hell. And you can feel the kind of like, you can hear lightning arcing around you, and you see a flash, a bolt of lightning off to your right. Go ahead and make me a wisdom saving throw.
Let it be known that if this is going to be an illusion or a charm, I do have advantage on this.
You do. Yeah, make it with advantage.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
With advantage. Thank you, Daddy!
Yep, you feel the, You know what illusions are, you know what magical tricks are, you know not to let these things get to you, and besides that, you can also feel the spell that Malachi placed on you. It's kind of both, it's a combination of Malachi's magic and your own disdain for magic, that you're able to just, even as you're hearing these shouts, you're just repeating to yourself, it's not real, it's just a dream, it's not real, and you keep running. Okay, that's gonna be Lizzie's turn. I need to check the range on a spell.
Sidebar, that daddy was not directed at Malachi.
I figured it was directed towards...
That's my
Dork
actual
daddy.
daddy.
Yeah.
Okay. Just for the fans.
Hey, listener, that daddy was directed at you.
We're all your big, stupid sons now.
Maybe the real daddy was the friends we made along the way.
Lizzie's going to make a decision. Okay. She's going to let Regin go, and she's going to turn around and try and sink her claws into Malachi.
Let the bitch try. Sorry, this is a child. Kind of?
Well, that's a dirty 20, so I think that
I mean,
hits.
I guess, sure, she can.
Yeah. Oh my god. You take almost max damage. You take 18. Sorry, 19. You take 19 damage.
Let me do some math.
And she just, like, as you try to grapple her, she, like, flips around and very angrily just, like, gets her claws, like, up against your neck and kind of, like, slashes through the side of your neck.
I'm fine.
That's Lizzie's turn. Finn.
Okay. So I run after Lizzie and Malachi, and I shout, "Step away from the rock!" And I Eldritch Blast.
Awesome.
And Nurgle's helping.
Yes.
And Malachi sort
He's
of
all up in there.
weakly shouts, "I'm not a rock."
Oh my god, he's delirious.
No. I'm like frantically like got my hands around my Lizzie's neck trying to keep her up off of me.
15?
15 does not hit.
I don't
I'm
know why
so
I'm
sorry.
surprised.
Now you know how I feel normally.
Maybe the tentacle will have better luck.
Maybe.
Lost my dice, 1 sec.
It's just a dream. It's not real. It's just a dream.
As I was saying. No, it happened again.
Watch you come back with a nat 20 after
This is
this.
so embarrassing. All right, here we go.
Okay.
Third time's the charm.
Yes.
18?
18 hits! I
Yeah!
think that's the first time the tentacles hit!
Oh my god, finally. You've had your last warning, Lizzie. 6 damage.
6 damage. Awesome. This damage, because the tentacle's magical, she takes all of it.
Yeah.
And she's not looking awesome. Cool.
How's that feel? Kind of weird and slimy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's gross and I don't like it.
I don't like you.
She sticks her tongue out at you, over, like, Malachi's shoulder.
You used to be cool, but you sold out.
Sold out to what?
Well, you to your mom. You're gonna do everything your mom tells you.
From underneath Lizzie, "Give me my hit points back, you naughty child!"
That's gonna be Sarah's turn. Sarah is going to move her, because Lizzie didn't move, I'm gonna say she can get her windmill within striking range this time. But not hit with it. And then she's going to go ahead and... How hurt does Malachi look?
I mean, like, I could probably take another hit and be okay.
Okay. You're going to have to because she has short little halfling legs, and I don't think she can get that far, actually.
Yeah.
So she's going to run halfway there, but she's going to save her spell slot, and she's going to cast Sacred Flame again. Lizzie makes a dexterity saving throw. Ooh, and gets a nat 1. She's two with Nurgle there, and with you, like, right up there,
That's my
Malachi.
bird.
She does not have time to jump away from the Sacred Flame, so she takes 3 radiant damage from this beam of light.
Her fingies get stuck in my cracks.
Yeah. Gross.
She's a child, Malachi.
All right, Malachi, that's you.
Alright, well, she's right here, so I guess I'm gonna swing on her.
Go for it.
18.
Hits.
Yay! And 14 damage, which is probably not going to be 14, but the point
Okay.
stands.
The point does stand.
I don't know why you guys aren't just casting spells.
Because I didn't get any of my spell slots back.
Cool. Someone roll me a d4 for the lair action.
Malachi's character inability to swear versus Taylor's potty mouth is the battle of the century.
1.
You see one of these rays. It's the kind of like white yellowish one again. Comes shooting through the trees, and it is going to hit. This one's actually going to hit Sarah.
No, beams. It's okay. She's with me.
She Oh, fails her wisdom save.
No.
Sarah crumples to the ground, fast asleep.
No!
Halfway between where she was running from, she just like curls up on the grass and is asleep.
Oh man, this battle tired her out.
Thank God she's lightweight.
The treehouse, by the way, fully engulfed in flames. The whole thing is on fire. It's lending this very strange, where the whole already was flashing with this, like, these beams of light that are shooting through it, and is now also flickering with firelights.
This is a visually very cool battle.
Nurgle,
beautiful.
get the marshmallows!
Nurgle pulls out the marshmallows from the same place as he had the oil can.
And his 200 gold.
See, this is why I couldn't go down the ladder. I would have been right up in flames.
Regin, that is you. Are you going to keep running?
Malachi thinks really hard at Regin. Keep running!
Can I do a quick little like perception check, just try and see if I can figure out at all where I am or if anybody's coming after me?
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and make a perception check.
That's a 4.
A 4? You have no idea. You are completely lost. You can hear, what's throwing you is that you can hear footsteps, and you do feel like there could be someone like right behind you. But every time you look over your shoulder, there's nobody there. And you can see these figures running beside you in the woods, and they're starting to go from being shadowy figures to taking on appearances of old crewmates, people you've lost, people that you know are either dead or hate your guts. And you,
Or both.
or both. And you keep running.
Yep.
Damn.
Okay.
I hope Reagan's having a nice time.
Reagan's like sobbing.
That's gonna be Lizzie's turn.
I hate magic.
This is the first time Regin used magic in a battle, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm gonna have her make a decision again. If she's gonna do the smart thing. No, she is an angry child, and she is not going to do the smart thing. She is just going to keep lashing out. So she
Typical.
is going to attack Malachi with her claws again. Oh my god, she just crit. So, Mal,
So then
you
maybe
take...
I can't take another hit.
Oh god. Oh, this
And
is
Sarah's
a lot of damage.
asleep.
Oh boy. Okay. Oh no. Oh, Malachi. You take... 28 damage.
Okay, well, I'm definitely down, but she doesn't kill me.
You see Lizzie, for a second she looks like she's maybe gonna do something else magical, but then she just lets out this frustrated yell and just stabs her claws right into Malachi's neck, and you see him just drop.
As she going for me, I shout to Finn, "Finn, in my pocket!"
Okay.
What? No, I'm over here. I'm not in your pocket.
Good
Malachi, that's what you hear as you go into unconsciousness.
Man, he really is
Blood's
delirious.
spurting out of my neck. Oh.
Finn, that's your turn. Here's the situation.
Finn, it's really sparkly.
Yeah. There is, Malachi is unconscious on the ground. Sarah is also unconscious on the ground, but in a different way. I will say, go ahead and make a insight check for me.
Oh, nat 20.
Nat 20. Cool.
I instantly understand everything.
You got hit by this same sleep ray before, so you kind of get the way that it works. You can wake her up with an action, or else she will wake up in about a minute. You have to use your action to shake her awake, and then she'll be awake and good to go.
Nurgle, use your action to shake Sarah awake.
Yeah.
Oh,
I did let Nurgle do that earlier in the battle, didn't I? So yeah, Nurgle will fly over, and he will flap his wings around, and Sarah very confusedly sits up. Awesome. Finn, you still have your action.
Do I perceive anything else? Or insight?
You know what?
Anything else?
I will say with a nat 20, Lizzie not only looks pretty wounded, she's starting to look scared.
Alright, so I'm ready to use my Eldritch Blast, but I hold up the teddy bear, and I'm like, hey, Lizzie, look what I've got.
she looks over, and she's like, yeah, that mean guy burned out my bear.
Yeah, he's really mean all the time, but I assume he has some endearing qualities that will emerge at some point.
Yeah.
Anyways, do you want this?
Not really.
Oh.
I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna make a new one, and I'm gonna make a new tree house, and I'm gonna make everything the way that I wanted it to be, because this is my dream.
But wouldn't you rather have this one? It has so much sentimental value to you, I think.
Then make a persuasion check at disadvantage.
That's 16.
16? Okay. She looks, like, persuaded enough by it that she, like, would like to have it. She also looks like you definitely have her attention on you instead of on the woods or Malachi.
Now, what do I do with this attention?
Yeah, I don't know what your plan is.
Okay. Tell me if I can do this.
Uh-huh.
I want to throw the teddy bear towards her, but not to her. I want to throw it to my tentacle, and then have the tentacle, like, dangle it in the air over her head.
Okay. I will say, does your tentacle have stats?
I don't think so. Let me see.
Okay, just use your own dexterity then. Your tentacle and Lizzie are going to make opposed dexterity checks.
All right.
And I'll give her disadvantage because you weren't trying to throw it to her. Wow.
15.
All right, she only got a 11. Your tentacle grabs it and is holding it.
And then... like, does she look like she's distracted by this?
She looks like
Is my plan working at all?
She looks like she would probably try to grab it, but it's like a low priority. Like I said, she's wounded and she's pretty freaked out, so she is not... This is a lower priority right now.
And so if I, like, rush up to Malachi, she'll probably attack me?
Probably she will attack you on her turn, but she wouldn't get an opportunity attack or anything.
Okay. Can I feed Malachi a good berry and Eldritch Blast?
Giving someone else a healing item is an action. Taking one yourself is a bonus action. You can give him a good berry and hit her with the tentacle, but...
If you bring me back up, I can heal you.
Sarah's also up now and is looking like she's going to run to Malachi.
Oh, right. Oh, so it's chill. So I Eldritch Blast Lizzie.
Go ahead.
11.
11 does not hit. Tentacle attack?
24!
Hey!
Yay!
Go ahead and roll your damage.
Beats her over the head with her own teddy bear.
Yeah.
4 damage.
4 damage. Okay.
Plus 25 psychic damage.
Just makes a sad little squeaking noise.
Sarah scrambles to her feet, and she has just enough movement to get her to Malachi, and she is going to put her hands on you and use her last spell slot. However, her last spell slot's a 3rd level spell slot, so she's going to cast Cure Wounds on you for a lot of hit points, but it is all she's got. And you regain 18 hit points.
Hell yeah.
And you are not making death saving throws. You are back up.
Hell yeah.
And that is, she, like, looks at you and she's like, are you all right?
Thanks, sir.
This is, really scary, but I appreciate your help.
Sarah, we'd be dead without you, literally so.
Okay, well, let's try and stay alive even with me. Okay. Malachi, that's your turn.
She's so cute.
We're gonna get you your temple back, Sarah.
I would love that.
And I swing on Lizzie. 24.
That hits. Go ahead and do your damage.
Alrighty. A 14.
14. Okay. She does not take the full brunt of that damage.
Yeah.
But she doesn't look happy about it. One of you go ahead and roll me a d4.
3.
3. You guys are good. The beams are still just shooting through the air above you. Regin, your turn. Are you...
I give the beams a thumbs up.
One of them almost seems to give you a thumbs up back.
Yeah, keep it cool, guys.
Okay, do I have any sense that I'm making any sort of progress here?
Make another insight check.
18.
18. You get the sense that you are really running through a real forest, and you don't know where you are or how far you've gone. It could have been less far than you think, it could have been farther than you think, but you're definitely running somewhere. And you also get the sense, now you're starting to decide that all of the footsteps and all of the people chasing you are illusions, and no one is actually right behind you. And none of this is real. You're trying to hold on to the fact that none of this is real, but it's definitely is feeling real, and even if it's not real, it's bringing up some memories that you have been trying very, very hard not to think about. Yeah.
And Lizzie doesn't have the cube.
I am going to stop running, and I'm going to open the box.
Okay.
Yeah.
You open the box. You see a cube.
He's gonna lick it.
It's way smaller than any of the ones you guys have found so far. It, fits in the palm of your hand.
I'm just gonna... Did I take the cube out? Or would it hypothetically fit in the palm of my hand?
It would hypothetically fit in the palm of your hand.
I'm gonna put the cube in the palm of my hand.
I wouldn't.
You're holding the cube.
Now he's gonna have to tell the truth.
Are you...
I'm gonna have a staring contest with the cube.
Regin, as you're staring at the cube, you can feel the power in your blood and in your body. It's magnetically coalescing around the cube, and you see this faint little aura around the cube as you're still in this very magical space. You see this little aura of flickering light around the cube, but that's all. Nothing more than that. You can make me an Arcana check.
Yeah, I want to just try and feel what I'm feeling, and of course it's Regin, so he's just really staring really aggressively at it. Maybe he can
make your Arcana check with advantage. Actually,
18.
You stare down the cube, and you tune out the voices that are calling to you from the woods, and the memories that are calling to you from inside your head, and you focus on this tiny little object. You guys have seen a couple of these cubes so far, and you get the sense that this one isn't fundamentally different from the others that you've seen. Just like with the other ones, you're getting this sense of power, and of insane magical power that's coming from this thing. But it doesn't strike you as inherently good or bad. It's just powerful. You feel like if you were to use your own magic while holding this, it would potentially have some interesting effects and allow you to do things maybe more powerfully than you otherwise would be able to do them. But it might have some side effects that you can't quite gauge the nature of as you're just staring at it in the middle of these woods here. Also, you could just use it to cast Zone of Truth, like Lizzie did. That's almost like a side thing. And you sense that it could do it one more time.
But I don't feel as though it's particularly evil.
No, it does not come across to you as malevolent. It doesn't come across to you as one way or the other.
Interesting.
I just look at it really intently and I go, I'm not fucking scared of you. And I shove it back in the box and keep running.
Okay.
That was really productive.
It was for me, Andy.
That was anticlimactic.
You know something about the cube now. Okay. On Lizzie's turn, you guys hear that same deep voice echo through all the forest, and it goes, "Darling, you know I think you're incredibly capable, talented, sweet, darling, all of these things.
Thank you!
Not you.
Oh, man.
But you seem to be having a bit of a nightmare, sweet one, and I think maybe it's time for you to wake up." And Lizzie looks very frustrated, and she kind of looks like she's going to cry.
Lizzie, it's your dream. Don't let your mom tell you what to do.
Malachi, make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Yeah. Well. Of course. Well, I guess we're going with the 7, which becomes an 11.
Okay.
Yeah, don't listen to your parents! And then I whisper to Nurgle, don't tell him I said that!
Lizzie hesitates for like a split second, and then she pulls out that black crystal and she clenches it in her hand, and she disappears. Her form that was right in front of you, she just blinks out of existence, and she is gone. You guys see behind you, you hear the like crackling of fire coming from this big tree. You see the mist and the colorful rays shooting through the forest, and gradually they begin to disappear. The mist thins out. The rays, one last like small little pink ray shoots right past Finn, and
Goodbye,
then
noble
that's
friend.
the last one. You see, as you look behind you, the tree house that is now on fire is no longer the beautiful, like, well-constructed one that you came upon in this clearing, but is just, like, basically a bunch of planks nailed to a tree that looks like a couple of kids did it ages ago. Regin, you, as you're running out in the forest, the mist disappears, the voices disappear, the silhouettes start to disappear, and right before the silhouettes disappear, you see the most familiar silhouette, the one that you were secretly looking for around you the whole time, just off to your right, just running, and kind of like gives you a little wink, and then all the silhouettes are gone, and
it was Gersh.
All the eyes are gone.
How'd you know?
And Regin, you know exactly where you are. You're in the forest. You ran in a pretty straight line, and
nice.
You could walk right back to the clearing and be exactly where you had been. And you guys start to hear bird song coming out in the forest, a sound of running water coming from somewhere.
Nurgle, sing along. A tear runs down my cheek. It's so beautiful.
The birds stop singing. A few of them take off.
Trains to speak with animals but can't.
And yeah, you guys are out of combat. Lizzie is gone, and you can feel her presence fading from the island as well. So, you guys, the forest is quieting around you. Malachi, Finn, and Ser are left here in the clearing, and Nurgle are left here in the clearing, with the burning treehouse behind them. Regin, you are out in the woods by yourself.
Hooray!
When I see that the illusions start to drop, I stumble to my feet and I shout as loud as I can, Regin!
Regin, you hear Malachi shouting from behind you.
Starkweather!
Well, what? Do you want me to just...
I sound a little frantic.
Do you want me to come back? Do you want me to wait here? Should I meet you at the Mindwheel?
Finn, should we put out the water in the treehouse first before we go find Regin?
The fire's still going?
Oh yeah, the fire's still going.
Finn flexes every muscle in his body just for show, and then casts Create Water over the treehouse.
Okay. Yeah.
Dousing it.
You douse the flames. There is now a very burned and sad-looking treehouse in a very scorched tree. Sarah looks impressed.
See, I can do magic.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Sure is great when it does something, huh? Regin, where are you?
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you have a problem with the efficacy of my creation of water? Has creating water not worked?
The water, no. More the tentacle and the aquamarine blasting and all of that. But
all right. Well, at least I did full damage when I hit.
Oh! I bet if we totaled him up, I still did more.
That burned
almost
as good as the treehouse.
Sarah's like, okay, I hit like twice, but both of you'd probably be dead if I wasn't here. So how about if we...
Yeah, that's true. Regin!
That's true. We should thank the real hero of this battle, Nurgle.
Thank you. Yeah. He is a very, he's really good at getting in someone's face and flapping his wings a lot, is what I've noticed.
I know. That's at the top of his resume.
I'm gonna keep running.
Can I hear where he is?
And I'm gonna go back to the windmill. I'm just gonna run back to there.
Okay. Yeah, you can find your way now. Everything becomes the woods like thin out a lot. They're not as like thick and foreboding as they were before. There's very clearly like paths in here that people used to walk, although now they're pretty overgrown. But it's not nearly the kind of confusing nightmare scape that it was before.
He did shout back to us once, though, right? I could hear him.
Yeah, he shouted back to you, like, should I meet you there? Should I meet you at the windmill? And then
he didn't
disappear.
Wait for a response.
Yeah.
So at least we know he's not dead.
Yes.
Okay, so
Well, we knew he wasn't dead a minute ago.
I think... All right, I'm like, well, I guess we've... He didn't tell us where he was going. I guess we go back to the windmill, because that's where Sarah lives.
Yeah, we can go back there.
Head home, see what the hell is going on.
You guys all separately in two groups, basically, walk back to the windmill. It takes about half an hour to get back, to walk back from where you were.
The whole time we're walking back, I'm sort of keeping my eye peeled for if I see anyone in the trees.
Okay. I won't even make you roll a perception check. You don't. It is a quiet forest. There are birds, maybe the occasional deer, but there are no people, no shadowy figures, no memories, no sign of Lizzie. No sign of Ned, also. Although, as you guys... As you guys all get back to the windmill, he really only had like a few seconds head start on you guys in the end. And so he is back, like... at the windmill, basically, just kind of like awkwardly like looking around as if he's not quite sure where to go. And you guys, Regin, you first, and then the others, like a few seconds behind him, come out of the woods. You also pass the well on your way back.
Yeah.
And the well still looks like it looked before.
Disturbingly quiet.
Disturbingly quiet, covered in moss, covered in cobwebs. The bucket's gone because one of you took it with you. But
Oh yeah, I forgot we have a bucket now. That's huge.
yeah, could have used that in the battle. Would have been a game changer.
Can you believe I thought of it?
I do believe that.
I thought about throwing the supplements at Lizzie. That's my bath stuff. All right, so we reached the windmill.
You guys regroup at the windmill.
Hey, Regin!
Ned is there.
There you are, you old so-and-so.
When I see Regin, I run over to him, and I see the kid, too, and
Sarah goes over to Ned and starts, like, checking that his pupils are dilated, and that he's not injured.
Cool.
Yeah.
So how things go on your end, Regin?
Did anything find you in those woods?
Yes. A lot of things found me in those woods.
Okay, but you still have it, right?
Yes, I have it. It's fine. It's here. And
Wow, sounds like you engaged in some strenuous combat and weren't just kind of staring at the cube.
What are you getting at?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, there's no reason to believe you would be staring at the cube.
Why shouldn't I be staring at the cube?
They are kind of pretty.
I hold my hand out for the cube box from Regin.
I give it to him without argument.
I double check.
The cube is in there.
Just to make sure. Well, it's not that I don't trust you, but there were a lot of weird things going on, so I don't know.
Oh no, Regin, Malachi's being tempted by the cube.
The cube is in there. You're not tempted by it.
Resist it!
So, the kid disappeared.
Wait, no,
he's right there.
No, I mean Lizzie, Finn. She's gone.
Did she get...
No.
Okay.
It wasn't us. Her mom called her back to... I guess that's waking up, but she just sort of blinked out of existence.
Oh, that explains everything. Going away. Alright, well, in that case, we can probably fuck out of here and never look back.
Well, I mean, can we?
Yes.
Hey, Ned.
Yeah?
What's going on in your mind right now? Anything seem messed up about the last 5 years?
Oh, yeah, I just was starting to think that things were really weird. Because, I'm only 11, and so, like, it all just seemed normal. But then I started thinking maybe things were not normal. Mm-hmm. And then Lizzie was like, come to my treehouse, let's hang out.
That's what
and then
I figured.
you guys were there, and I was getting woken up by a
Never go to
seagull.
a secondary location.
Yeah, a secondary. I should have listened, but
Are you okay, kid?
I learned that in bench school.
I probably would have learned that in bench school if I went to bench school, but Lizzie said that we couldn't go to bench school anymore. I'm okay.
You're totally free to go to bench school now. You're welcome for your education.
Yay.
The future of your education.
And
I
that's
don't
the
claim to
most
be a
wonderful
teacher.
gift of all.
Is Malachi a fucking dare, officer?
No, Malachi just really wants to go to school.
So, yeah, I think I'm okay.
He did try to smash the hookah at one time. But Ned's cool. All right.
I mean, I say we just check out the village and see if everything's been fixed.
I guess.
Sarah, stands up and is like, yeah, I'll go with y'all. We can check and make sure. Even if people did, I mean, if things are different now, people are probably going to be real confused.
Also, we left right before the bake competition happened, so...
Oh my god!
Yeah.
That's what you're thinking about at a time like this?
I didn't get to try any of Rose's eclairs yet.
Yes, you're thinking about... Alright.
Regin's so depressed.
He's right, we need to see if our muffins won.
You guys had... Some of you still covered in blood and not at full hit
Oh,
points.
shit, yeah. When I reach Regin, I slap that man on the back.
Ow!
And heal him? Or...
Just for fun, or are you healing him?
I'm healing him.
You don't need to. I'm honestly, save it, TBH.
You would go down in one hit right now.
One really good hit.
He got healed at
he
some
did?
point.
Yeah, I did.
I thought you
That's-
were at
yeah.
11.
No, I'm doing better than that.
Oh, lit. Alright, cool. Well, I'll give you a little, give Finn a little. Give me a little, just so we don't look like monsters.
Yep.
Take 5 each, guys.
5.
Great.
Excellent.
You strategically use lay on hands on places where people have the most horrifying looking wounds, so you guys look presentable to go to a bake sale again or a baking
But
competition.
what magic will heal his beautiful shirt?
I'm trying to decide if it looks worse to show up to this shirtless or with a shredded, blood-covered shirt.
Shredded neck. I patch up
Oh wait,
my...
isn't mending a
my
cantrip?
neck.
Malachi, can you do that?
What?
Can you cast mending? I think it's just a cantrip.
I don't have any cantrips, you
Oh.
son of a biscuit.
Wow, sorry. Ooh, jeez.
Sarah's like, oh, that's awkward. I have cantrips.
Yeah, see, everybody's got cantrips.
Yeah.
Ned, you got cantrips?
Everyone's got cantrips, Okay, great. Well, Malachi stomps off ahead.
Nurgle
Right.
casts prestidigitation.
Cool. You guys head back down the path toward the... Malachi stomps out ahead, and you guys head on down to the bake sale. Or not the bake... I don't know why I keep calling it bake sale. The baking competition. The baking competition. And you find a lot of very confused people who are, looking around and, trying to, you see people talking to each other, comparing their memories against each other, trying to figure out what's going on and what's happened. You guys see Allison and Sal are both crying. And people are,
boy,
all,
that's gonna be a
gathered
whole thing.
around them, kind of, explaining to them and helping them kind of rectify memories of having a sweet little daughter who was everything they wished for, and also now with the kind of clarity that they have, realizing, oh, no, that was a monster child who warped all our minds.
How old were Allison and Sal?
They were, parent age.
Okay, but old parent,
Hey,
young
listener,
parent?
they were however old your parents are.
On the older side, probably, although halflings live longer, but probably, on the older side even for half, so they'd probably be, a little bit over 100.
How old's Sarah?
Sarah looks like she is a little bit older than you guys, so maybe, late 20s.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. But you see everybody is sort of, the town square has taken on a very different tone than it was when you left, but a more honest and kind of realistic tone. And
I eat a croissant.
I'm relieved.
yeah, they're still baked goods and they're still delicious. You can see no one's paying attention to it anymore, but there is off to the side. It looks like it looks like Rosie won first place, and Frederick Ferdinand won second place, and you guys' muffins won third place, which is really the best one can hope for at this time.
Sees this and he starts crying, but not like
I
not
hug
like
Malachi.
he tears up a little bit and he starts scrubbing at his face, being like, "Oh, I've got blood on my face."
We did it. My arms are just clamped around Malachi right now.
Yeah. Malachi's stoically standing there, not returning the hug.
Guys, I go over and I see if there are any of our muffins left.
There's a couple left. There's enough for you guys to have a few.
They ate them.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But most of them got eaten. Yeah, and people seem to have enjoyed them.
I give Sarah a muffin first. Thank you, Sarah. I mean, this is just a muffin, so I'm really sorry that I don't have anything better to give you. But
hey, y'all, I have been living in my own personal hell for the past 5 years, and y'all came here and people are gonna have a lot to work through, but I think we're gonna be able to go back to normal. At least people
Do you
aren't
want a fucked up teddy bear?
I don't really think you, though.
Well, I left it in the woods anyways.
Okay, if a little child finds it, I will make sure to explain to them that it is not a nightmare creation.
Well,
although it kind of is.
Yeah.
But thank you, really, truly.
Thank you. I mean, none of this could have happened without you. We would all be dead, so.
Yeah, maybe that's true. But, I mean, I still have the ability to do healing spells and spells in general, so that's encouraging.
And I mean, you don't have to be alone now. I mean, no one's gonna believe your windmill's haunted anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, no one's gonna believe it's haunted anymore. That's good.
Just make sure no one has sex in it.
Why would that be a concern?
I mean,
it's okay if they do it once or twice, but don't let them do it 4
not
times.
even once.
Maybe I'm gonna have sex in it.
I don't even feel great about that, Sarah, if I'm being honest.
Sarah can have
I'm
sex,
sorry.
okay?
It's
She's a
my
grown
windmill.
woman
I
who can
live
make her own
there.
decisions.
Thank you.
You have a big backyard. Just,
What?
Just go
There's
outside.
a creepy well back there.
Yeah, I'm still not 100% certain.
The creepy
about
well
that
is like a 10-minute walk.
I still do want to check out that well, but
You guys talk to the townspeople, and generally things appear to be going back to normal, and I think that's where we'll end our session. We will deal with how you leave the island, taking a long rest, things like that, in our next time around.
I go around. I'm just shaking hand with anyone who looks like a judge.
They're in such a state of confusion that they're all shaking your hand and they're kind of like, "Thank you. Am I a judge? Was I a judge?"
Thank you.
Capital.
Okay, everybody, thank you so much for listening. Hey, if you like our content, you can follow us on other social medias. We are on Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram at Ship of Fools Cast. And as of today, as you heard at the beginning of the episode, we are also on Patreon. So check us out, patreon.com/shipoffools to get access
I've
to
been
more.
waiting years for my chance to sell out.
Wow, he really has been. I can confirm. So
the rest of us are in it for fun.
You can find us there, and some cool bonus content as well.
A lot of cool bonus content.
So much cool bonus content. As usual, we have a few people we need to thank. First of all, for our beautiful theme music, we can thank Lucas Mangold. You can find him at lucascarlmusic@gmail.com. That's
Carl with a K.
Thank you, Nolani.
You're
thank you
welcome.
also to Kayla Bella for some of the other music that was used in this very exciting episode. You can find her at Kayla Bella on YouTube and Spotify, as well as at Kayla Bella Music on Twitter. Thank
That's
you.
Kayla with a K.
It sure is.
Yep.
Also, thank you to Theo Golden for our beautiful logo art, and you can find him at tgoldenart on Instagram. And we will
I've been
be
talking
back.
to Theo about putting a K somewhere in his name, but he does not seem to be jumping at it.
Yeah. Anyway, We will be back with another episode to wrap up our business here in Still Sky and see where we're going next. On March 2nd is when that one's coming out. So, thank you for listening, and we will see you on the open seas.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.